Hi, this is Nanette Tosenfeld with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, August 12th, 2021. Looking at fire potential impacts over the next few days, we will see smoke impacting the southern part of the area today. We're also looking at a period of showers and thunderstorms going into the weekend. Today, the storms across the northern part of the Great Basin will be a mix of wet and dry, with wetter storms further south. That trend will continue into Friday with a little better coverage of the storms across northern and central Nevada and portions of Utah. And then moving into Saturday, looking at more widespread storms across the southeastern part of the area. Taking a look at our smoke forecast for today, we have seen an improvement across much of northern Utah with those smoke impacts from the past week. It does look like moving into Friday afternoon, we will see a decrease in surface visibility across portions of northern Nevada and southern Idaho. And looking at that higher level smoke forecast, you can see greater smoke impacts moving into Friday across portions of northwestern Nevada and Idaho. Over the past 24 hours, we did have some showers and thunderstorms across the southern part of the Great Basin. You can see those areas that received lightning across the south, and most of those storms were wet and accompanied by wetting rain. Looking at fire activity across the area, we do continue to pick up a handful of new starts each day across the area. The past 7 days have been much drier than the previous 30-day period. We've transitioned to a drier weather pattern with much less precipitation across the area. With that drier weather pattern in place, we have seen ERCs increase across the northern part of the Great Basin, northern and central part of the area, with really the only stations showing below 50th percentile across the far southern part of the area, where we did have the most prolonged period of monsoonal moisture. Looking at those ERCs in more detail, GB14, which is northwestern Nevada, where we are expecting periods of lightning over the next few days, is above normal values and has been increasing pretty steadily for the past week or so. Further south, along the Arizona Strip in southern Utah, you can see ERCs have generally been trending upwards there, but even with the upward trend, are right around normal values for the time of year. Satellite this morning shows quite a bit of smoke in place across the southern part of the Great Basin. Looking at the expected weather for today, we do have a high risk out for lightning across portions of western Nevada. Taking a look at that in more detail, you can see pretty dry relative humidities across much of the area, generally below 20-25% across the Great Basin, and thunderstorms expected with the greatest concern across portions of western Nevada where those fields are the driest. So moving to Friday, we look at an increase in moisture across the central portion of the Great Basin. We do have a high risk issued again for Friday across portions of Nevada, and that is extending further into northern Nevada, as you can see from that map on the right. Looking at Saturday, you can see relative humidity start to come up across the southeastern part of the area with another surge of moisture. We are expecting more widespread storms on Friday. Then to move into Saturday, still looking at mostly green for our zones across the southern part of the Great Basin. Expecting another day of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday with a mix of wet and dry storms, wetter storms further south. No high risk issued for Saturday. Right now it's not looking like the coverage of those storms will be great enough, but we will continue to keep our eyes on that. Again, looking at more detail on Saturday, you can see those areas expected to see the most widespread storms on Saturday. Those areas are portions of east central Nevada and the higher terrain of Utah. Relative humidities also come up quite a bit on Saturday across the southeastern part of the area. Over the next 3 days, no real significant accumulation is expected with these showers and thunderstorms. Storms will be widest across the southern part of the Great Basin. As we move into Sunday, we look at moisture increasing ahead of an approaching upper level low pressure system. With that increase in moisture, we do have a high risk for northwestern Nevada and portions of Idaho. These are the areas that do have the driest fuels. Then as we move to Monday, looking at that upper level low, moving across the northern part of the Great Basin, We are expecting winds to increase with this. No high risk issued right now because there's still some uncertainty as to how strong those winds will be, but we are looking at an increase of winds early next week following the lightning that we will see going into the weekend. Moving into Tuesday, still looking at the upper level low slowly making its way north of the area. Still quite a bit of moisture in place across the southeastern part of the area, and you can see a large area of Utah will have moved back into the green category by Tuesday. And then by Wednesday, still kind of in the wake of that upper level low moving by, we will see mostly zonal flow with that moisture remaining across the southeastern part of the area. Over the next 7 days, we are expecting the greatest accumulation of precipitation across the higher terrain of central and southern Utah. The areas that have been dry through the season will continue to be mostly dry over the next 7 days. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below normal precipitation across the entire Great Basin. So it does look like we will continue to remain in a somewhat drier period. However, it is encouraging to see that temperatures are expected to be below normal moving into the end of August. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.